most difficult part of our journey, the road.
Hey guys, so it looks like spring is pretty much here. So I decided that I would bust out the 8x10. It's a place that's pretty close by, and I've driven by that several times. I really like the scene there recently because we're in this kind of spring thaw and it's been raining, so there's this field that has started to pick up some water that's not normally there. And there is this kind of old stone watchtower kind of in the background there. And I think all of this kind of ties together nicely. There's just now starting to get a little bit of green, but the primary color there is really more this kind of dry brown yellow grass, and so that's what we're going to try to capture. So anyways, I'm going to pack up the gear and then hit the road. So we'll see you guys later. All right, hey guys, so we're back. We just came back from our trip for today, and after a nice lunch for some Indian food, we got back in the car and started to head back out of town towards the house. Well, the second area we stopped, that's the area I was really interested in. We're here. You can maybe behind me start to see it. This is what I had picked out from 8x10 camera, so I was pretty excited to get there. As we pulled up, I actually was a little worried because the scene wasn't quite how I remembered it in my head. So all the trees are kind of at shoulder height or head height and really just kind of block the view of the watchtower, at least a clear view. So it wasn't really what I was looking for. The other challenge with this area is that it is really wet, so naturally I managed to get my feet soaked. My feet are already soaked. Luckily this was our last stop before we went home, so I didn't have to worry about that for too long. But I did decide I would keep walking because I thought I saw up ahead where there was a bit of a clearing. So as I walked there, I fortunately did actually clear up, which was great. And so I set up my Chamonix Alpinist X. Great camera, by the way. So I set up this Chamonix Alpinist X and decided I would take 3 shots. I actually only brought 3 sheets with me today, and so I decided I'd use them all. So I exposed those 3 images, one Portra 160, and then 2 images with Ilford Delta 100. They were all the same composition, and you may wonder why I did that. One, I really wanted to get the shot in color because I do think that scene with the colors that were there will show up really nicely with the Portra 160, so I'm looking forward to when I have the chance to develop that. But that'll probably be a bit because I collect my film before I self-develop, and so I want to make sure I have a batch that makes it worth actually mixing up the chemicals. So then I shot 2 sheets of the Ilford Delta 100, and the reason I shot 2 sheets of the same composition was that I wanted to vary the depth of field. I shot one at f32, and then I shot the other at f8. So of course with large format f8, will give you quite a bit of separation between your foreground and your background. So I'm looking forward to see how that turns out.
Alright, so we spent all of our film, pack it up, you're ready to go.
Yeah, and so then after that we got back in the car and headed back home. And so next steps, I'm going to be just developing the film here. Develop it, let it dry, and scan the images. And yeah, that's what you guys will see next. So I'll see you soon.